Hey, what's up? Fair use, YouTube. What's going on, guys? Yeah, we're gonna get into this here today, man. You know, shit just ain't adding up right now. Shit just ain't adding up, kid. You know what I'm saying? At first, I thought it was some bullshit. I did. I thought it was some bullshit. I thought it was Trump pulling a stunt. I really did. But the more and more evidence that comes out, this this motherfucker here, and I know he got it in him from that 94 shit. And from when he was arguing, debating with Trump, because he said Trump said his son his son was a loser in something. So he got mad. And the way he looked at Trump and said, "My son's not a loser and a chump. You're a loser and a chump." The way he said that shit, it's like I think I got that evil gene in him, kid. But I find it more of more. I don't find it no coincidence, man. Ain't no fucking coincidence, dog. So we're gonna look at some shit between these two niggas right here. Right? Now I need you to understand. Say it was you, right? Wherever you grew up at, right? Preferably I'm talking to people that grew up in the hood or that have a affiliation or something with it. Say say you get robbed, right? And the only person that know you would be carrying something is one person. And that one person was receiving favors from the motherfucker that robbed you. You'd be like, yo, these two motherfuckers working together. That's exactly how I feel about these two motherfuckers right here. So apparently, old girl here was getting a lot of hookups, man. She was getting a lot of hookups. She was getting a lot of money, dog. She was getting a lot of money. She was getting a lot of money, man. So I just went digging, right? So Trump has his perimeter and all that shit set up by the Secret Service. Who's in charge of the Secret Service? Her. Secret Service has a certain protocol that they gotta follow, right? Put the nigga in a dot, draw a bubble around the dot. 360-degree protection, right? 360-degree protection, right? 360-degree protection. Whatever they choose, it got to be okayed by somebody. Who does it have to be okayed by? Her. Okay. So she's in charge. She oversees it. She okays it. Cool. Got you. Well, this was the 360-degree bubble that they put around old boy, right? That's the 360-degree bubble of protection that they put around old boy. Okay. She okayed that? That's not a bubble. That's motherfucking Pac-Man. See the dot, the eye? But this is not a bubble. This happens to have a cutout, right? It's got a cutout. And it just so happens that at that cutout, there was a motherfucker there with a gun. Wow. Interesting. So here's where it gets more interesting. So this guy has a history with this gal. Seems like he kind of likes her a lot, man. Because when we go look at her history, you follow along. She joined in '95, right? She served on Joe Biden's protective detail. Also, you did a presidential detail before. How was his 360 bubble? So you did the same thing you did for Trump. You did for him. Anybody could find those? Can anybody find the fucking detail setup that she had for him? Because she was on his detail, right? So she's done it before. She ain't new to this. She been on the fucking squad 27 years, right? 27 years. No fuck ups. You, I mean, I don't care, but I'm saying I hope you fucked up in 27 years. Because if you ain't fuck up in 27 years, and all of a sudden you fuck up on Trump shit, that don't look good. So did you fuck up before? You ain't fuck up before. Nah, you didn't. You been a champ on the horizon out this bitch. So not only did you serve for his protective detail, right? You were assigned to the Presidential Protective Division. So you know how to protect the president. You're supposed to. You should know when, how to okay shit and all that, right? You should, right? Now, in 2017, 2018, you served as Deputy Assistant Director. Mm. You also served as a special agent in charge of the Grand Rapids, Michigan office. Damn, so they was just hooking you up, man. They were just hooking you up, dog. Okay, okay, okay. Right? So you served in that, you got all that. You became the first woman to serve as the assistant director of protective operations. So this tells me you don't make mistakes, bro. This tells me you don't make mistakes. I don't think you make mistakes. They put you in charge of all that shit, right? That's pretty important shit, man. You were on Biden's protective detail, right? And you were assigned vice presidential protective division. Then you were the assistant director of the protective operations, right? This is a department tasked with protection of president and dignitaries, right? Fuck, I stutter on my D words, man. Fuck. So, right, yeah, cool. Then, then you left. Why'd you leave? You were moving on up. You were doing great things, and then you left. Why'd you leave? You left, and then you served as global director of security at Pepsi. So you left all this government shit to go and work at Pepsi. It doesn't make sense, right? What would make you leave? People like you. You're doing a good job. You keep getting promoted. So what will make you leave on this? Hmm. And I had to look to see what the fuck you was doing over there. And where is it at? That was a pretty fancy fucking gig you had, man. That was a fucking fancy gig she had over there. So you left all this government shit and you came over to Pepsi. Well, let's see how they treated you at Pepsi. Give me the Cheetle net worth and salary. All right. So you're head of the Secret Service, right? Net worth $10 million as of 2024. And you earn $280,000 from the federal government, right? That's a nice salary. That's more than nice. That's fucking incredible. So you earn 280 grand from the federal government, right? That's today, right? And here it says she previously worked at PepsiCo company as the head of security, making $1.2 million annually. But that's not all. They gave you that 1.2. They gave you that 1.2, and you had bonuses. You had allowances. A house, a car, and private jet travel. You get all that working at Pepsi? Shit, I was in the fucking military. I was in the Air Force, nigga. I did correction 13. I might go over there and try to get a job at Pepsi too. 1.2 million. You get a jet, a house, and a car, and bonuses. You hit the jackpot, girl. And you brung your ass back. You came back. You took a fucking 90% cut to come back here and have your ass standing on that red carpet on Mondays for fucking up. Wow, why'd you come back? They're paying you 280. You were getting 1.2 with a jet and a car and a house. Why'd you leave? This nigga called you. He called you because all of a sudden you just fucking just up and left. You were doing great. You got promoted like 3 times. Then all of a sudden you just up and left. Then you was over here for 2 years at Pepsi, getting $100,000 every fucking month to come back and get 280. Interesting. So why'd you leave? So let's go back and see when you left again. We have to be accurate. All right. So you from 2019 to 2022. Oh, 2021. So you were there for 3 years. Okay. Okay. Got that 3.6 mil. Okay. All right. So you were there from 2019 to 2022. You were the senior director of global security, making that $1.2 million with that jet, house, and private car, plus bonuses. Wow. Okay, you were responsible for doing this and the hoo ha and all that. Right. But in 2021, President Joe Biden awarded you the Presidential Rank Award for exceptional performance in 2021. But wait a minute, but you were still working from 2019 to 2022 at Pepsi. So okay, so you were at the other job. You were at the other job. While you were at the other job, making a 1.2, he gave you a Presidential Rank Award for exceptional performance. Exceptional performance where? Where, where what is this award for? Because the last 2 years you were at Pepsi. Was he giving you this award for working at Pepsi? All right, well, that's number four. So you got the Presidential Award, Exceptional Award. Then in 2022, which is when you left Pepsi, you came back to the government, and Biden again announced you to the appointment of the director of the Secret Service. Wow. So fresh out of Pepsi, you come back as the director of Secret Service. That nigga likes you. He likes you. He likes you a lot. With that, he liked you. I don't know. Somebody liked you. Either he liked you a hell of a lot or somebody influenced him a hell of a lot to keep upscaling your life. But I can't figure out how the fuck you gonna leave a $1.2 million job with a house, jet, and a car to a $280,000 job unless you were put there. Maybe you say, "Yo, go over there for 2 3 years. I'm gonna call you back when I'm ready for you." So you went over there, this cushy ass shit. Now you called, you gotta go. Maybe you wanted to stay there. $1.2 million. Come on, B. Come on. 1.2 mil. I don't wanted to stay. He said, "Nah, bring your ass back." So you came back, and here it says something horrible. It says that you stated the Secret Service had 48% departure rate. It's like half. Why is half of the motherfuckers quitting? 48% departure rate? Half your force leaving? What happened? Well, all right. Well, anyway, half of them are leaving, and you said you aim to have 30% females, right? So there's going to be 30% females by 2030. You want 30% of these useless motherfuckers, huh? Why do I say useless? We know why. Come on. You seen it. If you ain't see it, you know I'm gonna show it to you. You know I'm gonna show it to you if you ain't see it. Right here. Ooh. You want 30% of these motherfuckers on the force? Really? 30% of them. It gets worse. You want to fill the Secret Service with 30% chicks hiding behind men. That's what you want. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So let me see something. You know what? I looked up something else too. I looked up something else too, man. What did I look up? I had to look up the y'all fitness requirements to get in that motherfucker. Hold on, let me find it. Wait a second. Ah, where's my shit at, man? I know it's here, nigga. I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on. Trump. Biden can be cheated. Red Pill can be. Son of a bitch. Okay. There we go. I never understood how shit just be like disappearing on this shit. But I found it. All right, here we go. So I have to look up. You want 30% women by 2030, right? So what's the requirements for these broads here? All right. So you got from outstanding down to satisfactory. This is for males, 20 to 24. So the males got to do 42 push-ups, right? 50 sit-ups and 13, 15 miles. How much do the females got to do? 17. So the fucking man has to do 42 push-ups, but you'll accept a woman that can do 17, right? She's got to do 50 sit-ups and she's got to hold 2 minutes more on the run to be 2 minutes late. You know what that looks like in the field? That looks like that. Okay? That's what that looks like. When you want to hire 30% females on this motherfucker. So they'll come out here with their little 30% ass and fucking give you 17 push ups. All right? Well, let's go down to the next category 25 to 29. Men got to do 38 push ups. How much do y'all got to do? 15? All right, how about the fucking 30 to 34? 35 for the men, 13 for the women. 33 for the men, 11 for the women, dog. And as we go up in age, the standards go down. So what about these 40-year-old chicks here? 40-year-old chick got to do 9 push-ups, dog. 9 push-ups. So here's my question, right? We talk about equality and being fair. So you'll hire a female who can only do 9 push-ups, right? But you'll fail a fucking a man if he did 28 push-ups. You'll hire the bitch that did 9, but you won't hire the dude that did 28 and his he has to do 29. You won't hire the guy that did 28 or 25, right? But you'll hire the chick that can only do 9. Does that sound fair to you? Does that sound fair? No. So anyway, back to you. So you left the $1.2 million job with the jet, the house, bonuses, and the car to come back to work for him and make 280 grand. So now you're in charge of the Secret Service. Trump has his fucking rally, and y'all do a bullshit fucking scale thing for him, and he gets shot, right? And I connect the dots because you and this guy are friends. You and Biden, friends. He's gave you several promotions. You probably owe him a ton of favors. Maybe this was one of your favors. Was this one of your favors? All them arrows is pointing to you, homie. They pointing to you. And now, as we look at here, like this woman actually has the nerve. She has the nerve. You have the nerve to say you ain't going somewhere. Yeah, she did. She said Secret Service director plans to stay on as calls grow for her resignation. Right? So you said you ain't going no fucking way. You don't care what nobody say. All right. She played this plan to stay on despite growing calls for your resignation over the assassination attempt on President Donald Trump. Cheatle condemned the shooting and said, "The buck stops with me." You also said you have no plans to step down. It's obviously a situation that Secret Service agent no one ever wants to occur in their career. Yeah, man, you did it. You did that shit. She did that shit. Mm-hmm. She did it. I'm telling you, she did that shit, dog. And what I'm saying is, if you look at the facts of this whole situation, it all points back to her, man. The fact that he gave you so many, what's that shit? So many promotions and all that shit. Like he liked you. You were gone. You were out of the agency for 2 years, and then you automatically come back with a position of director. Look at 30% of these bitches in there. Fucking boxy twins. Look at this man. Nice potato squad running in. Come on, man. Look at this shit here. They did a horrible job, man. Horrible. Look at this. Shout out to this gentleman. What's his name? DC underscore Drano. That's his name. Okay. Show him some love. New video shows cops struggling to get to Trump shooter's location. Right? Look at this shit.
Kill that motherfucker! Fucking hit it like you mean it.
We don't want to touch two and hit all the cops standing right up at the
Everybody walk that way. The guy ran. This guy put his butt up. That's what I noticed. Watch the guy run. I'm more just gonna do like
You like, man, I ain't trying to get this shit dirty. It's a lot of ex snipers and ex Secret Service men saying, yo, that shit was bullshit, man. That shit uh, was a setup, inside job type shit. A coup, if you will. What? Oh, shit. It's blading. Wow. They won't let me watch it. Oh, well. So, we saw the requirements. We saw this shit out here where they dropped the ball. We saw that that this guy hired old girl, promoted her several times. She left the city for the agency for 2 years, 3 years, excuse me, 3 years. She left the agency for 3 years. While she was away from the agency, she received an award. The second year she was away. Third year she comes back. She's promoted to Secret Service. She left Pepsi, where she was making $1.2 million a year, access to a jet, house, and a private car, plus bonuses. And she came back to work for him for $280,000. So my question is, uh, what do you think she would have got if Trump would have gotten shot? If he would have, passed away? because it's no coincidence with them. Like, they know each other. They probably had dinner at each other's houses and all of that shit. And he kept promoting you. I feel like you owed him a favor. He called in his favor, but you fucked it up. Yeah, that's what I think. All right, man. That's it. It's a short one. I'm out.